Driver, how far to the stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own. This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
The First National's a large chain. You sure you haven't seen it?
I'm sure. Stop bothering me with questions.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Talking to this fellow's getting me nowhere, and he's more than a touch creepy. If I need a room and I'm desperate, then I'll come back. I'm looking for Brian
Please, stop bothering me, stranger.
Outsiders coming, snooping around where they ain't wanted.
The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes. It's a variety store, and it's closed. I'm looking for Brian
I can't be seen talking to you.
This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. It's seen better days. Seems this grandiose structure is the esoteric Order of Dagon. It won't open. I'm looking for Brian
You're in the wrong place, asking the wrong questions, outsider.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Ken Riley says I know him.
Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Elliot Robes. What you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
What happened here, Constable?
Nothing.
Oh, swell. You can let me pass then?
No. You'll have to go another way.
Constable Robes,
What you after now?
you ever meet Brian Burnham?
I couldn't rightly say as I remember.
The burglarizing of the First National is big news in the Arkham press. The Burnham lad must be one of your prime suspects. Any luck tracing his whereabouts?
No. That'd be a matter for the Order.
The Order? Isn't this a matter for the police?
Yup. That too.
Who is the Order?
Them's that look after affairs there in Innsmouth. And you'd mind your business not to be asking too many questions.
He's nothing more than a thug, and I don't feel like pushing my luck. That way's blocked by a police line. It's locked. It must lead to the back of a variety store.
Stop! You can't come down there!
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful. The alley has been cordoned off by the police. This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
Just leave me be, stranger.
It's the First National grocery store. It's a crime scene. The local law enforcement has blocked the main entrance. These posters are everywhere. I'm looking for Brian.
Can't say I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
Evening, Constable.
Certainly I'm busy. No time for talking to strangers.
I'm Detective Jack Walters. I've been hired by the regional manager of the First National.
And I'm Constable Burt, and I'm the law around these parts, and I'm still not talking to you. Now get lost. This ain't the place to be
If you
stood
could just
about.
answer a
Move
couple
along.
of questions.
I already told you once. Get lost before I have you arrested.
What the hell for?
Disrupting the peace.
I just want to know if you have any leads on the Burnham lad.
No, but I'm reckoning he's fled to Boston. Plenty of his type that way.
His type?
Troublemakers. Them's not respecting the law.
There's no proof he did anything wrong. If he had the keys, why break into his own store?
Just details. A missing manager in a robbed store makes him guilty by my reckoning.
What's with the police cordons?
I don't see that as being any concern of yours.
Look, Constable, I used to be on the force, a long time ago. I was the best there was working a crime scene.
Well, your point?
If you could let me have a look, just for a minute, I might be able to help. Perhaps even get you a lead on this Burnham crook.
Well, no, that'd just not be right.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
I can't be seen talking to you.
Seems most of the normal people in this town are too frightened to tell me much of anything. Evening. The name's Jack Walters. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Miss will do for now. Welcome to Innsmouth, Mr. Walters.
Thanks, I think.
Take my advice. Do what you must and then leave. Tonight. This port does not cater well to visitors.
While I appreciate your concern, miss, I can handle lousy hospitality.
Very well, Mr. Walters.
Hello again.
Mr. Walters.
Look, miss, I only want a conversation. There's no harm in that, right?
There's plenty of harm. It's not wise to be seen gossiping with outsiders.
How about playing dumb for a few minutes?
No.
Can you at least tell me if you knew the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Look here, Mr. Walters. I can't answer your questions, and your harassment is putting us both in danger. Please, leave me alone.
In danger? From whom?
The order. Now go!
An old truck. It's likely owned by the Marsh refinery. It won't open. A storage depot. It's shut. The station appears to be closed. A device that pumps highly compressed air.
A bold brave crew in an ocean blue, and a ship that loves the lives, with a good wine piping, with a good wind piping merrily in the towns gallant mast. Ah, my boys, these are the joys of the noble and the brave, who love life in the tempest strife, and the home on the mountain wave. When the driving rain of the hurricane puts the lights of the lighthouse out, and the growling thunder sounds his gong, and the whirlwinds battle out. Huh? Who's that there? Oh, can you spare a few pennies, young mister? I can give you something for your generosity.
Who are you?
Zadok, that be my name, though too few years it now. Zadok Allen,
Do you know a Brian Burnham?
just a young'un. Worked over the store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running a store. Taking business from the Order of Dagon. They'd not accept that.
What else can you tell me about this port?
You just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice, and old Zadok will fill your ears.
If you pardon my asking, have you lived here in this port all your life?
Last 37 years in old lady Warren's house. Before that, over by fishing cannery. Cannery.
Old Lady Warren's? You live in the town poorhouse?
Go and fetch me a bottle of something to wet old Zadok's whistle, and I'll tell you all.
The old drunkard knows something. I don't think it would take much to get his tongue wagging. These are the offices of the local newspaper, the Innsmouth Courier. What's with the cordons on the other side of the square?
Them police affairs has nothing to warrant your concern.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
Probably a mugging. An outside wandering the alleys after dusk. Maybe come across something he wasn't expecting.
You telling me someone's been murdered?
Perhaps. It's not always that simple. Could have been a wild goose just as easy. This ain't the place to be stood about. Move along!
Can I snoop around the crime scene?
No.
I'll be real quick.
I haven't changed my mind.
Look, Constable, the First National hired me to investigate this incident. Got it?
Have you got a warrant?
Well, no. But it's their property. And if you just make a call...
No! I already told you, get lost! It's unlocked. Looks like the door was forced open, and there's scratch marks on the wood.
These scratch marks look like they were made by some kind of animal. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle. The glass has been broken, and there's scratch marks on the wood. Strange. It looks like I need some sort of lifting handle.
Whoever's down there, you can rock.
It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues. I can feel the air through holes in the brickwork here. The cellar's filled with human remains. These people must have died a long time ago. Various chemicals and apparatus for developing photographs. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. There are some issues of the Innsmouth Courier lying here, and they're dated 1846. Newspapers lay scattered in molding heaps. The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged. It won't open. General notices. They're all dated 1846. I don't suppose the fire helped it much either. Holy shit! From the stench in here, this noose broad must have kicked it a few months back. Nothing of interest. The delivery truck for the Innsmouth Courier. Nothing of interest here.
Jack?
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackie? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay, maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. But I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something.
Tell him anything.
She isn't going to tell me anything useful right now. Hello, Mackie.
Jack, swell to see you again. Any leads on the Burnham case?
Nope. Did you know the lad at all?
Just pleasantries. Seemed a nice enough fella, if a little rough around the edges. Strange business, though. I'd never have fingered him as a crook. The First National was a well-run store, a rare thing here in Innsmouth.
Okay, Mackie. Thanks.
Goodbye, Jack. Be careful what you're doing. Very careful. Innsmouth's a dangerous place. Not everyone who visits here ends up leaving by the old bus route.
This Mackie character knows plenty, but I don't think grilling him for scraps of information is going to crack this case. What do you know about the break-in at the variety store?
Only what was in the press. You should speak to Thomas Waite. He owns the joint.
Where's his place?
I think the Waite's house is over on Dock Street, near the back of the poorhouse.
Thanks.
Though I warn you, Innsmouth's driven old Waite's a bit crazy. He doesn't talk a lot of sense.
That's my sort of fella. He sounds just perfect. She isn't going to tell me anything useful right now.
for the Starman's got.
What do you know about the variety store robbery, old-timer?
That'd be Tom's old store. Stacked with all sorts of knickknacks and such.
So you know Tom Waits?
I know he took the third oath that I wouldn't. I'd rather die than take that.
What oaths? I don't understand.
Just fetch him a bottle of fine liquor, young fella, and I'll tell you all. Why, you're uncommonly kind, young feller. Here'll be a little something in gratitude that may help you in your search. Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's there rumoring and anchoring in Ipswich. But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things since before you was born. Old Captain Obed where it all began. Telling desperate folks they'd order get better gods. Them's that'd answer their prayers.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed and his ways. And all that wild preaching and too many missing, you see. A party of good folk followed Captain Obed's crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail. And for weeks all were quiet, till that artful night of 46. Them's out outside reckoned out it being a riot. But I'd seen them, swarms of them.
Look, old man, I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Shooting and screaming and shouting all across the town square. Come morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy as strangers if we were knowing what was good for us.
Zadok, who did all this? Who did all...
Said the old captain was now deeper in debt to his heathen gods. They were hankering for more than just sacrifice. Obed told folks they had to take the oaths of Dagon.
What the hell are these oaths?
You just asked old Wes about oaths of Dagon. Aye, he'd take the third oath. Just head over to his hole in the Dock Street. Then you'll see, for definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse. It could come in handy. Where did Captain Obed Marsh learn of these heathen matters?
In war and foreign parts, the old fool had learned the ways of making gains, doing heathen things. He found a tribe of Kanakis in the South Seas led by a savage. Chief went by the name of Wallachia. And his tribe never went without food, for they had all the fish they could catch. Old Obed learned from his Wallachia that there's things on this earth as most folks never heard about. Seems these Kanakis was worshipping undersea gods, with heaps of human sacrifices and other heathen things. But they was getting all kinds of favors in return. Plenty of fishing and even gold now and then.
Human sacrifices? maybe you've had just a bit too much.
I don't blame you for not believing it, young fella. But just answer me this. Why did Captain Obed roll out to the reef of Satan and chant a lot of rites and incantations in the dead of night? So loud you could hear him all over the port. He cast something in the water that eve, out the other side of Devil's Reef. Some kind of thingamajig crafted out of lead. It was given to him by Wallachia.
So, what happened?
Well, not long after the smoke started coming out of the chimneys at the old gold refinery, the Marsh family and those that had joined with Obed in his ways started prospering in the esoteric order of Dagon. Came into being with his Ethan sermon. That shit they do.
What kinds of ceremonies?
Yeah. Get out of here, lad. Don't wait for nothing. They'll know now.
I think he's had his fill for the night. Zadok! Zadok!
Curse you, lad, for staring at me with them eyes. The old captain in hell, and he's staying there. He can get me. He can't. No, he can't get me. I had nothing done. I ain't done nothing or told nobody nothing.
Mr. Walters, I must speak with you.
It's Jack. And just hold on there a minute, sweetheart. Are you gonna even tell me your name?
My name's Rebecca Lawrence, and unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billingham's daughter, Ruth. She was dating Brian.
What? Who's Ruth?
Quickly, we don't have much time. You've got to follow me. Jack, Innsmouth is a strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange. Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen, but I can help you. My father discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the more unusual elements in Innsmouth. Whenever you find one, you can use it to find a moment of sanctuary. Now, I must leave before we're seen together.
I've seen that eye-like symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star. Seems like the Burnham lad had some doll along for company on this little caper.
All sorts of nonsense and hearsay be gossip about such affairs.
But there was another robbery at Waite's Variety Store. That much is true?
That's for certain.
How did they break in?
Just down them there steps. Old Tom Waits had locked up for the night.
Right. Thanks. Do you know where I could find Mr. Waits in the evening?
It's getting late. Folks who know what's good for them are generally bolted in their homes by now.
Where's Waite's house?
Look, stranger, get lost and stop your bothering me with questions. Fog's thick tonight. Damp enough to put out a fella's smokes.
It's unlocked.
If I see you without fire, I'll report your order.
Oh, don't say nothing.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
Just leave me be, stranger.
It won't open. Do you need any help? Disease is rampant in this town. This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
I reckon you might have scared him off with that ugly face of yours.
The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warrens. It's the entrance to the town poorhouse.
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
What are you looking at there, old-timer?
Nothing. I'm just looking. What you doing in old Warren's house, young feller? This hole is for the broke and the dying.
I'm trying to find Dock Street.
It's out back of the house. Everything in Innsmouth is rotten and dying. Windows boarded up, and all sorts of curious barking and crawling around black cellars and attics. How'd you like to be living in a town like this, feller?
I've been to more welcoming places. I don't think he's been outdoors for years. He isn't gonna know anything. This almshouse is home to the old and the destitute. Her sleep is restless and erratic. The old woman's dead. It won't open. Won't open. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't see as I notice what you're saying, stranger.
It's blocked. I can't go that way. Jesus. Those people have been ripped apart. Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work and Mummy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mummy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Excuse me?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mummy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks. I should check the place over while I've got the chance. What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mummy and Daddy.
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mummy and Daddy.
It won't budge. It won't budge. It won't open. It's a recent family photo. The corner's been torn off. I can only see Thomas and Ramona Waits in the picture. Looks like a diary. Oh, God. No.
They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was up there. What the hell was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely. You've been the talk of the town all day, asking after the Burnham lad. I heard he never made it to Boston, that he was caught by the order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Thankfully, no. It's sturdy. He'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back of my store. The safe combination's in my diary, upstairs. Hurry, Jack!
What the hell's in the safe anyway?
You've gone too far this time, Wait. We're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. His own flesh and blood. There's plenty wrong with that. I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business, stranger. And intimately handle things by the old ways.
It's Ramona's coloring book.
Jack. Oh, thank God I found you. Waite's been arrested for the murder of his daughter.
I know. It's my fault, Rebecca.
What are you talking about, Jack? What's your fault?
There was something in the attic. Some kind of animal, and I let it loose. It's all my fault. The police dragged Waits off. He can't take the fall for this. He's done nothing wrong. We gotta do something.
Guilty or not, the Order will see him lynched for it. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you must have taken quite a bang in there, Jack. Your head's bleeding.
Yeah, I think I was out of it for a little while.
I see you've got some bandages. Use them on your head. It'll help you heal. You're not losing too much blood. You won't need a suture.
Thanks, Rebecca. It's unlocked. You don't look like your standard crook, sweetheart.
Jesus, you crazy sap! Who the hell are you?
Jack Walters, private detective. And considering your recent break-in and entering, how about I ask the questions?
Have you any idea who I am?
No, and I really don't care.
My family has influential contacts in the Order, so I'd advise you to mind your manners, sir.
I'm from out of town. The Order doesn't hold much sway with me.
Really? Out of town, you say? How interesting. I'm Ruth Billingham.
Huh. You're Brian's broad. That figures.
Brian? I don't believe I know a Brian.
Yeah, right. I've been fed that line 1,000 times, and from much better liars than you. Look, Ruth, the rumor around town is that your lover boy's in the hands of the Order.
What? No, that's not true. They'll have him killed. It was all my idea. I just wanted a clean break from here.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You're the detective. You think of something. I'll be waiting out at the old fishing cannery the next 2 nights, just past the abandoned railway station to Rowley. When you find him, give him this. He'll know it's from me.
The variety store seems reasonably well stocked. Yes, that's it. The safe holds a heavily bound manuscript. The front is embossed with the words, Book of Dagon. It's getting late. I'd better start making tracks. I don't much fancy spending the night in this hole. It's the bus from Arkham.
Did you hear? Waits killed his own daughter? His own flesh and blood? Damn shame.
Maybe not.
What do you mean, maybe, Charlie? I seen Elliot dragging him off. Caked in blood he was.
Aye. Birch reckons she was ripped open, Joe. I don't reckon Tom had the strength for that sort of killing.
I ain't got much time for talking, Charlie. I got instructions from the order to make certain the outsider doesn't leave tonight.
Would that be the strange fella you brought into Innsmouth a couple hours back?
Yeah.
I'm reckoning on him asking for lodging here this evening.
Stop bothering me, stranger.
Do you have board for the night?
We've plenty on the top floor of the house. Nice views over the town, I'm told.
Great. That sounds just swell.
Hey, you all right there, sir? You're starting to look kind of funny there for a while. Face as white as bone and eyes as black as coal. Like you'd seen a ghost or something.
I'm fine, thanks. It's just the sea air around these parts. It makes me queasy.
The Innsmouth's breeze is not for your outsiders.
Charlie, Can you come with me? I need to be telling you something. Perfectly.
Excuse me, sir. The Innsmouth law doesn't like to be kept hanging about. I'll be right back with you shortly.
It's the key to the back office. It's unlocked. The rug is caked in dried up blood and guts. There are severed body parts strewn all over the office. I wonder what secrets this book holds. The hatchet is encrusted with blood. I'm not touching it.
If you just follow me, sir, I'll show you to your lodgings. I heard there was a killing over at the old Waite's house tonight. They reckon the old fool killed his own daughter. Caked head to toe in her blood, they says, and had to be dragged away, screaming and crying. I reckon there'll be a lynching for what he done. You're still looking pallid, sir. You're needing to have yourself some rest. Sleep well, and keep down the racket. Us Innsmouth are quiet folk.
The room's cold enough without opening the window. I just don't feel safe going to sleep yet. I just don't feel safe going to sleep yet. I can't sleep here. It's not my room.